Ryan Steineckert with Rick Larsen of the Rich Rebel Wrestling Team. Coach, thanks for your time today. Divisionals over the weekend at Juab High School in Nephi. How'd it go for the Rebels?
It went pretty well. Our kids wrestled tough. We came through in most of the places where we were seated, so I was pleased. We dropped in a couple spots, but hey, that's wrestling. That's how it goes. But I'm pleased. We have 9 wrestlers in the tournament going into state with 2 alternates going as 5th. So, yeah, we're pretty excited to head down to state this week.
I know talking with Cooper last week and with you the last couple of weeks, the division looked like there was some imbalance. Did that play out like you thought it would with the 2 different divisions?
It did. They divide the schools up off their rankings from the year before. So you're in the division based on how your team did at the end of a year ago, February. And a lot of things change in 1A. It's a different beast. So I hope they look at that. Our side of the bracket, we had upwards of 8, vying for 4 spots. And I believe in over half the weights in the other division, they had actually only 4 wrestlers. So, yeah, quite a few of their kids did not have to win a match, and they're going to state. And a lot of our kids battled it out. So, that's the way it goes. If you're on the other side of the bracket, you'd be smiling but we ended up, being on the tougher side. But you know what? Our kids came through, wrestled tough. Monticello is the team to beat, and they're solid. They bring about 2 kids every weight, and they're viable kids. So, we had battle head-to-head with them all the way through, and we won some, we lost some.
On the bright side, you've got well over half your team, almost 2/3 of your team that's qualified or an alternate with those 11 guys that you've got.
Correct. And we also had 3 kids that were still injured that didn't make the region. So, we're pleased with the kids we had down there. They wrestled well. 2 kids in the finals, Corgan Conk and Wyatt Weston. We came up short on both of those, but those were against number 1. Well, Wyatt was the number 1 seed, but Corgan wrestled the number 1 seed in going into state. And, we should get back to the finals matches in both of those, I'm hoping. And, hopefully we come out on top the next time. We have a lot of time still, a lot of practices. You say only 4, but you can cover a lot of ground when you know who your opponent is and what they do. So
you're able to watch those guys, and now you can kind of see their tendencies, and you can prepare for those matches you expect to see at state.
Correct. Yeah, once you see who you actually have and their style and their strengths, then it changes things for the next go-around. So we're in a good spot. Same with a few of our other wrestlers. We could come through where we match up against the other side of the bracket. They would be potentially upsets, but not necessarily with the strength of the bracket. We could have those same kids come through and play similarly and maybe even break into the finals. So it's going to be a tough state tournament. The top 3-4 kids are really good all the way across. So to place at state at any weight, it will be a great accomplishment for these kids.
Another trip to Richfield and the Sevier Valley Center?
Yeah, headed back down to Richfield, making that long trek. Just to tell you the other places, so we had 2 in the finals. Keller Sidaway had to wrestle Keegan Terry, our own guy, for 3rd and 4th at 120. It's kind of hard to see that battle, but it turned out Keller got on top this time. Our lightweights, we've got Mason Skibby going in as 4th, and we have Corbin Malm going in as 4th also at 103 on the other side of the bracket. Austin Peterson is an alternate at 125. Daniel Gifford's going in at 3rd at 138, and he's a kid who's in a pretty good position. He could surprise someone and get back to that spot or maybe in the finals. Jaden Rao, a young freshman who's wrestled tough this year, is going in as an alternate 145. Bridger Weston came through at 3rd, 152, wrestled a very good tournament. Trey Sidaway's coming in at 4th, but he struggled with the same kid. Kind of got caught up in some throws, and we look to see some different things out of him going into state from Trey Sidaway. And then Wyatt Weston at 95. So, a great group of kids. Cooper Corney has done a great job as my assistant and also the AD, but he can get in and wrestle with these kids and just has a strong work ethic and very solid wrestler in the room to help these kids. So It's been a great year, and I hope we come home with a bunch of medals next week.
Rebel Wrestling coach Rick Larsen, thanks for your time. Good luck to the Rebels this weekend.
You bet. Thank you.